Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
First stage.
Making love with them for everyone to see. Girl, you're more bitter than they. Playing the devil's tune with my heartstrings. More bitter than they. You say you love me, but it's hard to see. I hear you better in your healing now. All around town in his fancy car. All on IG posting memes of me. I'm the talk of the town, it's a laughing spree. Plus I hear you choosy like Dr. Goose. On to the next man, and you want them to chase you. So I guess I have to roll the dice. She's just a pimper's paradise. Girl, you're more bitter than they. And violence. You're more bitter than dead. More bitter than dead. Your heart is no more than just nerves and nerves. You're more bitter than dead. I guess I sinned and now I'll pay the price. More bitter than dead.
The government will be on his shoulders, not as a politician. Jesus came to bring us back into the kingdom. That was the Father's mission. The dawn of repentance follows conviction and submission. The silver and dross are both within us, awaiting God's division. The problem of sin is real, so we must surrender daily. We come to him as children. He instructs a growing baby. Learning not to walk in sin, I'm like Bartimaeus. Save me! He gives sight to the blind. But I need to be shown the way, please. I mean, the way that pleases him. Trying to learn the way that Jesus lived. Free will means I don't need to sin as soon as I believe in him. But he continues to give us the choice, moment to moment, providing a way out. If I will take the time to notice, he shows us where the road is, but we gotta walk it. He paved the way to salvation, even though our behavior was out of pocket. Gave us the invitation to the banquet, paid for it out his pocket. But how do we walk in? Sanctification is now the process. This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification, and you choose what you want to do with it. The fact is, I was missing it. I didn't know what submission is. Said a prayer and got baptized, but didn't change like this is it. Confession leads to repentance. Repentance means to turn from sin. The Spirit teaches the lesson, then submission lets me learn from him. Repentance means that God offered a change in my perception. My accepting this blessing is to die and be resurrected. I die to my behaviors, my idea of what's best, and let the Spirit take my heart of stone and replace it in my chest. I guess that everything inside of me is being put to test and checked against the answer key that he's handing me for my questions. This is what the scripture means when it says that he gives correction. I could choose to be deceived or believe and receive the blessing of his presence inside of me. I live for him and die to me. Change is painful, like the King of Heaven is coming violently. Like in a mirror darkly, I can see that he is near, and this is what it's like to be baptized by water and the Spirit.
100
This is sanctification. I could be wrong, I'm used to it. I'm working out my salvation with fear and trembling. So cue the music, he navigates the path that I'm on. I'm learning to move through it, this is sanctification, and you choose what you want to do with it. My interpretation of his words still isn't perfect. Heavenly communication is like a new language that I've been learning. I'm crying out for the fire of Messiah inside of me burning. Ezekiel 36:25, purified for his purpose, saved by grace and not by works. There's no way that I could earn it. By my faith in Jesus Christ, I am righteous, holy, and perfect, justified, regenerated, sanctified. He demonstrated his design for his kingdom, died to self, become a servant. I was worthless, but he valued me. He loves the ones he's made. Something only costs as much as someone else is willing to pay. When he gave his life that day, it allowed for me to change, and now the curse is broken. I have hope in him, that's where my focus is. These chains don't have a hold on me, they all will fall away. He leaves behind the 99 to find the one that got away. He calls us out the grave, so we are no longer slaves. I am being sanctified because I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved. I've been saved by his grace, by his mercy. I've been saved. I've been saved. I'm saved. Saved.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
We on a new level, but times are by 10. Mental mind strong, got my hands in. I got some new friends, seeing out some new lens. My back's got chins, they getting real chubby. You get no lovey, I told you back then. Sitting on the island and we can't hear them. Party going down, private suite Hilton. I've been the same now, just a new million. We on a new level, see you at the top. We buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip.
I'm in a whole new level, I've suffered back then. The struggles made me strong, so I never give in. Crew taking few flights, shining like in plain sight. Seeing green candles like it's love at first sight. My surf's just doubled, your soul stayed troubled. I still huddle strong and I haven't fumbled. I'm sure you watched me rise, but I stayed humble. And there's really nothing you can do to make me crumble.
We're on a new level, see you at the top. We're buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip. Got the wealth in the minds like we're slowing down time. But the system kinda evil when they poisoning minds. But some of us awake and we all turn light. Got the health on point, man, we one of a kind. Meditating in the mountains, getting some fresh shine. Drinking from the fresh springs, cause they poisoning pipes. Got the monsters in your mind, cause you ain't living right. Passion what you see here, what you putting inside. We're on a new level, see you at the top. We're buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip.
From the bottom to the top, trying to make a change. Free your souls and your minds to break down the chains. Don't let the pure toxins dope flow through your veins. I'm planting seeds, so put that in your brains. I'm vibing on another level. 4D realm gesture and send it to a new level. Connect with me on a cosmic level. I said with us, Lady E with the Moon Commander.
Buying up the dips, buying up the drops. Everything mellow, get them bags on lock. See you at the tip.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
Back up under my bullshit. Got time I don't wanna waste. Think I've been losing myself, but I'm done trying to save face. I told me I couldn't get there. I told me there's not a chance. Gave up and fell flat on my face. Just used to coming in last. So where we going from here now? I don't know. Don't wanna go without you now. No, I'm glad that I found you. I'm glad that I found you. So where we going from here now? I don't know. And how we making our next move? I don't know. But I'm glad that it's with you. Yeah, I'm glad that it's with you. Yeah. Big legs, both eyes, think fast, slow dive, whole life, no fight, no lie. So I gotta make a few moves, go high def. Gotta step on the path, no side quest. Everything I do with you feel timeless. Didn't think that I would ever find this. I sit back, cosign, think that, won't try. Big facts, no lie, down bad. So I had to make a few changes. I've been reading through pages. Looking back so painless, ain't it? Didn't think that I would ever make it, I just needed to say, there ain't no other way. And at the end of the day, it's you and it's me. I just needed to say, there ain't no other way. And at the end of the day, it's you and it's me. Here now, I don't know. Don't wanna go without you now. No, I'm glad that I found you. I'm glad that I found you. So where we going from here now? I don't know. And how we making our next move? I don't know. But I'm glad that it's with you. Yeah, I'm glad that it's with you.
Absolutely wonderful! You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
Ghost Park.
Aye. 12 in the morning, shorty morning, my mental humming my latest song, and I'm thinking about my last performance. I look down and soft like these rumble, dark stripes, club, I'm dreaming. Shorty scheming about my ends, none of friends, I get the call from curve. Like these shorties, she got the nerve, get the best of the curve. Gotta go 12:30, I'm lonely and nobody wants me. Track staring at this laptop, making beats the only way a nigga eats. Move amongst these streets discreet. Barely anybody knows me, that's how it should be. Birds and the bees, smoking trees, the only time I feel free. Things have been crazy lately, modern day slavery. Open your eyes, realize the lies is not hard to tell time. Modern day slavery, open your eyes, realize the lies are not hard to tell time. And I'm out.
Yeah, I'ma testify. Zero on the track and the extra high. We chasing big bags till the homies land in Versailles. I'm talking reckless. Hope shit don't go to awry. Yeah, I'm digressing. Mental states that keep me alive. Bitch, you guessed it. If you wrong, they call you a lie. Now you divested. Man, niggas coming to power. They need political puppets like Barack Obama and Osama. Get them boys to play with your life. Take them 5.56 and tear through your wife. I'm digressing. Big blunts and bob McCool. Good things coming to. Let the party end soon. Kick them boys out. You get them rockin' J. Crew. Yo, that's why they hate you. I digress.
Very interesting.
I see your hobbies are drinking, smoking weed, and all types of ill shit. Do you drive an automobile?
With or without the boot?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Well, congratulations.
Michael Hayes.
Got yourself a job.
Yeah. You scared, boy, you dead, boy, got God with me. I said, boy, got God with me, no fed, boy. If boy can stress here, boy. Blessed story means blessed today, forevermore. Long as I'm keeping my faith, no pressure's gone. Rise above, my grace is my place. All my own is my space. Family man, my own base. So don't take none of the place we can't relate. Damn the way, I'm ready for more, I'm ready now. Check the score, bless the poor while cheating the rich. Robin Hood, I plead the fifth. I've never had to battle with the devil more. But rest assured, I'm ready for war. General, and I'm here to settle the score. Militant, but I ain't the federalist board. Heavenly war is taking place. I
Second stage.
No man who sure can change his face. The signs are pure. Ace to base. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you with my boy. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you and my boy. Safety's off, I got them bangers. Blank shots from Twitter fingers. Don't need help, but hell, I'll take it. Been through hell, don't try my patience. No selfies, I ain't faking over here, bruv. I ain't wealthy, trying to make it over here, yeah. Mind been stressing out, got plans trying to flesh them out. God still with me, I guess that's what them blessings vowed. I'm stepping on half, which you should never doubt. What I'm about, I said I'm about. I'm shouting no lies about my head. Tried to scout, but out you fled. No snipers without lead, yeah. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you with my boy. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you with my boy. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, none I can learn, man, I've been visual. Leaving breadcrumbs for your waste, man, criminals. You've been north, I'm south, original. Snake individuals, take subliminals. Taking my typical, picking my sweet back. Youngest get physical. Boy, I don't speak rap, stand-up guy who likes to sit down. So you look me in the eye, what a word spins round, let us pray. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you with my boy. God help me if I become a bad man with good intentions. God help me if I don't give a damn what you did or did. God help me if I won't trust you with my coin. God help me if I don't trust you with my boy. Yeah.
Is the greatest moment of my life.
Second stage.
Just sitting out in the stool, man, you know what I mean? I just want to fade out to the clouds, you know? Straight pimpin', voter, I hate messing with ya. I'm a straight talker. I don't ever stutter, so don't ask me twice. When you feeling down and out, who you call, don't bring out the fighting. You really need to take your time. Just sit back.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spark one.
White and J. I really just need to be okay. I feel like I'm projected. Can you hear the message? I really wanna flow like an injection. Fluid falls. I am the boss. Lend me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right with you tonight. Lend me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right with you tonight. Don't undress me with your eyes. Really just speak to my mind, and the rest is all. I'm really just out of space inclined. I really just take out your mind. I see it through. Just me and you at the head. Give me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right with you tonight. Let me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right with you tonight. Lend me your ears tonight. Give me your fears tonight. I really wanna make it right with you tonight. When you're feeling down and out, who you call, don't bring out the fighting.
Bobby took a walk on my side to find out what was on the inside of a woman. The Lord of a woman. He said, tell me what's inside. He said, tell me what's inside. I said, everything you ever wanted, everything you ever needed, everything you ever hoped for, everything you ever dreamed of. Love, 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 love. Sometimes words have no meaning. Finding out it's more like a feeling on the inside. Lord, on the inside. He said, tell me what's inside. I said, tell me what's inside.
Let's go! Let's go!
Everything you ever wanted, everything you ever needed, everything you ever hoped for, everything you ever dreamed of. Love, you got me breaking down your door. Love, it's got me wanting, needing more.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
of my life.
Are you everything you ever wanted? Are you everything you ever needed? Are you everything you ever hoped for? Are you everything you ever dreamed of? My love, you got me breaking down your door. Love, it's got me wanting even more. You look so good, good enough to. You look so sweet, good enough to. You look so good, good enough to. You look so sweet, good enough to. You look so good, good enough to. You look so sweet, good enough to. You look so good, good enough for me.
Absolutely wonderful!
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes.
Perfect combo!
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another weekly dose of the Wake and Bake Vibes. As you know, I'm your host, Killer Strider, aka Kamikaze. And as you know, all the music that's being played was directly from the Sonar Muse platform, where all the artists are getting paid out in real time. So today we have another dope episode. We have a great guest gonna come up in the lineup. Um, before we introduce her, let's just play a song from her and then get into the show. So let's get it. Let's get it.
You are the one. He is the one.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spot one.
My tempo, I need before you. I breathe in all cities. I follow, take a lead before you. My king, you spoke that magic to believe. Believe, my king. Believe, my king. He is the one that I follow. You see, he always believes in me. It's deep. I do not question his love for me because it's for eternity. In him, I trust.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes.
For his love and care for me, he broke me free. It's real, it's not a dream. It's real, it's not. It's real, it's not a dream. It's real, it's not. My tempo, I need before you. I breathe in all possibilities. I follow, take a lead before you. My king, you spoke that magic to believe.
Hey. Yes. We have our guest. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody out there, the Wake and Bakers?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Serena Elis. I am an artist, producer, singer, songwriter, AI artist. All over the place, but yeah, I've been doing music for quite some time, and it's my passion, and I'm currently doing this as a career full-time.
Awesome. So would you let me know, how did you get into the music space? How did you get into creating music and working on music?
Yeah, so I kind of started when I was younger. My mom bought me a violin at like the age of 7 or 8. And yeah, that was my introduction, was classical music, learning, being in an orchestra at a young age. And then I took that all the way up until high school. So I played for like a decade. So yeah, I kind of, made sure I put myself in music activities, in the orchestra and the chorus. So that was kind of like my introduction, which I'm really grateful for because it kind of goes over the fundamentals of music, history, the biggest composers, and just like learning from them. So it was really a nice experience. And then I went into music production later in life. I didn't think it would be possible to be an artist, to be honest. I thought it was out of reach. A lot of people told me it's, oh, just do something else. And even my family was not really proactive in this journey that I'm in. So it took later in life where I wasn't really happy where I was, spiritually and also mentally. And that's when I decided to pursue this full time. So, and it's been a good experience so far.
Awesome, awesome. Your vibe, you kind of give me this dreamscape, dystopian. Like your music gives me this dystopian scenery to it. It's kind of that vibe that I get from it. How would you describe your music though? What genre would you say you make?
Yeah, so my genre is a little bit all over the place because I love music. So as a music lover, it's easy to just love every genre, I think. So I feel like when I produce music, it's more experimental because I kind of grab a little bit of here, a little bit of there. And experimental music is a new genre of just kind of different elements. It doesn't really have a category, which is okay too. So I would consider experimental or ethereal because it has those, landscapes of like cathedral. I definitely love the reverb and echo in my music. So yeah, I would consider it those two, and then I do have some hip hop elements in some of my songs. So I kind of like in between, and right now I'm just like looking at artists that kind of cross genre that don't really have a specific one. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Awesome. And I think that's what artists should do. We shouldn't like really box ourselves in, and it should be like what you say, like experimental. We should try new things and get into a whole new bag all the time, not being like stuck in one place. A lot of artists do that, so it's pretty awesome to hear that you more into like the experimental, and the fact that you started more in the classical side of things, from using working with the violin and practicing with the violin and all those sounds, making orchestral sounds. That's pretty awesome because that's where the foundation of music should be, like getting to know your instruments and getting into that space. Let's get more into like the newer space, like the Web3 space. So how did you get into that, and how did you discover the Web3 music space as well?
Yeah, so I started back in 2015 learning about Bitcoin. So I was pretty early into learning about the blockchain. And I think around 2017, I kind of started investing into metaverse and other like blockchain platforms. I guess I would call it social media platforms. And yeah, I just dove right in there. I really believed in the future of this technology. And around 2020, when I think I was 2020, I started really using Twitter. Like, I wasn't really a Twitter user, but around that time, and then I realized a lot of Web3 communities like live on Twitter. So I just thought it kind of kept me going to continue to create in Web3, just being around other artists that are able to express themselves, whether that's through tweeting, videos, community spaces, and like meeting someone like you I met through Twitter. So
exactly.
yeah, I think Web3 really allows a lot of collaboration. And I saw that really early in like 2020 when I started getting deeper into it. But I think my making NFTs kind of also was an entry into Web3. I'm a digital artist as well, so I just kind of, it kind of all like fell into place that way.
So, what are your thoughts though on the Web3 space? You know, it is a big space. So, what's your thoughts on like the music space, and where do you think that's gonna go in the future? Where do you see it being in a couple of years?
Yeah, I think we're really early because, like, I always tell everyone that it takes like 10 years, at least a decade, before things kind of bring momentum. So, when people say, oh, Web3 dead or this, I'm like, you only gave it a couple of years. Like, Jesus. It's
Exactly.
a new technology, it's a new way of thinking, a new way of building, creating. So it takes time. Everything good takes time. So I always keep that in mind. I think Web3 is all about culture, community, and I feel like that kind of lacked in the Web2. Um, so I see the benefits of being in this space as far as community building. I think when you look at all these artists, they have fans, but I think Web3 also allows that connection between fan, mixing it into friends, family. Like it's just like a cool way to interact, whether that's through collectibles, coins, digital art. There's just so many different ways you could communicate that in Web3. So, yeah, I see it having a bright future if people just, continue to build. Obviously, you need people like us to kind of pave the way into that and set a good example for that moving forward. So I think, us creators can be influencers as well into the space. But yeah, I think it's good. It's got a long way to go though, because there's a lot of scams. There's a lot of rug pulls. There's a lot of like toxicity as well. But I think with anything, there's always gonna be that. So just kind of continue focusing on the goal, the vision, and building that is the most important.
That's true. That's definitely true. Where I see the Web3 space and comparing it to like the Web2 space, I see Web2 as just you being able to find or look for your people, like you kind of putting yourself out there and just like creating your brand there. And then Web3 is like, okay, I've established my brand, and it's now more about the people that are found in Web2 and creating a community with them and building with that community and having them help me grow in this space, especially as a musician. It's more about catering to your people more than you are now trying to find people. The Web2 space is more for that. That's where I see it. And a lot of people do a lot more or a lot less in the space where they focus more on trying to create a brand, where instead of trying to support or cater to their community that they already have or know, because the community is the one that's going to push you a bit more. And that's what I see the Web3 space where it's going to go. Especially, I think it's gonna be more about like your community pushing you more than anything. And speaking of that kind of thing, let's speak about like consistency. Since you're a musician like full time, let's get into like how important it is to be consistent in the as an artist in the music industry. So what are your what do you think the importance is to you of consistency, of being consistent?
Yeah, so through experience, I would say my mental health has been a big component to consistency because I think burnout and like other problems can happen even like if you're trying to pursue your career. So for me personally, I've always been a big advocate for mental health, well-being, self-care. I always post about this all the time on my Twitter, but I don't know if I overpost, but I really am a big advocate of this because it can keep you going. And I think momentum is, is being able to have that energy to keep going and keep it fresh too, because when you take care of yourself and you work on those things, your energy almost feels renewed at the same time. So consistency to me stems from, uh, you know, self care and all of that. It keeps me going. But that's different for everyone. I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, this is what I need in order to be consistent. Also, I have a job as a musician, so I have no choice but to be consistent. So I think it's good to find a career that aligns to what you're trying to pursue, because then that will also help with momentum. There are other things
Definitely.
that I need to get accomplished, but I feel like even if I'm performing every day, I'm practicing every day. So, yeah, I think just finding a career that, or a side job, a side hustle that can help keep that fire going. And then, of course, I think if you're really passionate about it and this is like something you really want to do, it will be inevitable for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like I love music so much that I don't even think uh not being consistent exists. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for me to think of me not being consistent, you know?
Definitely. Like one of the components, and you did mention it, is like practice. And that's another way of being consistent. It's just practice, and that helps you build the confidence to continue. Because if you don't practice, you lose your touch, and then you then lose that's where the mental health comes into play, because if you don't exercise that muscle, you kind of lose yourself, and you do doubt yourself, and you feel like you're not worthy. And that's where consistency helps, even if you feel like it's not worth doing, or you don't feel motivated. And that's what people wait for. They wait for motivation in order to continue doing what they want to do, or to be consistent. In order to be consistent, they want to get quote unquote motivated, and that's not how it should be. It should be something that you force yourself to do because you want to achieve a certain goal. So people do tend to see this thing, consistency being having motivation. It's more about just doing it either way when you not even motivated. um yeah, you just got to keep going, and that will boost your confidence, help you, and like it's a muscle that you need to keep practicing and keep doing what you got to do in order to reach your goals. So yeah, like you said, it builds momentum, and yeah, it just helps you out. Even if you're not releasing music, that's something that you need to keep doing. It just helps you get better at the same time. So what are some ways in which an artist can stay consistent in progressing in their music? What are some ways you think an artist can stay consistent?
For I always go by experience, but I feel like writing it down, writing your goals down. I love to journal, so I think like it's one thing to think it in your mind, but one thing to have it manifest into your reality. So I'm a big advocate of writing it down. If you want to stay consistent, have someone that's accountable. An accountability partner also helps. If you have someone that will be able to be truthful with you if you are on the right path or not. So, accountability is a big one. And yeah, just like I said, maybe finding a career or something in that, uh, in your path that can help you. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whether it's, be an artist, just keep posting content, I think is really
Yeah.
important. Me as a performer and musician, I have to keep performing because that's how I'm going to get better in reading a crowd, learning those skills. Those skills are, I think, there's artists and then there's performers, and that's like a whole other way of creating almost. So yeah, just doing that every day is really important. And then also promoting yourself in different ways, I think is really important. Finding a budget. I'm still learning how to create a budget for myself on how I'm going to promote myself every month. We'll pay for, I was thinking this today, I'm like, we'll pay for like a $20 subscription, right? But we won't put $20 a month into promoting our channels, So I'm thinking of like, this is something that I want to put towards, and I think that would help other artists as well,
That's
like,
true.
right? Like, I don't know how many subscriptions I have, but I'm telling you, I don't subscribe to my own stuff. Like, I could put $20 a month or $40 a month to promote my YouTube channel, or start somewhere. It's not a lot, but I have so many things I'm subscribed to. I pay monthly, and I'm like, damn, like I could put that towards promoting myself.
That's true. Like a lot of people like definitely invest in other things besides themselves, and yeah, investing in yourself is definitely a key point that an artist should do. They should definitely invest in themselves in order to traject their careers. That's something that a lot of people forget to do a lot. So we're gonna get into a music break and then get back with Serena, and then speak more about getting to know her. So Serena, I'm gonna be playing a song of yours, and it is called is it Eckhart? Yeah, Eckhart. So could you please get into like letting us know what was the story behind that song?
Yeah, so Eckhart is actually like a spiritual teacher. You can look him up, Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, he's awesome.
I don't know if you realized that was what it was about, but
Oh.
I wonder. Yeah, but he always says to live in the moment. And when I wrote the song, it's very minimal. It's more production than lyrics, but it's all starts. I say it all starts with now. So even like when you're pursuing your career, everything starts today. So it's just a reminder of that. And I wrote the song. I went to Iceland, which is in Europe, and a lot of people don't get to go there because first of all, it's really far out in the world to go to Iceland, and it seems cold, and but it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's so ethereal and magical, just like the mountains, the scenery. It almost looks unreal a little bit. But yeah, it's when you see things like that, it's very hard not to want to create something. So when I was there, I was definitely inspired to make an EP, and that's what I did. So I made the EP, and Eckhart was part of that, one of the songs.
Awesome. Yeah, shout out to Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. It's one of my favorite books. And yeah, it's good to know that you're more in tune with that side of things. So yeah, we'll be right back. This is Eckhart by Serena. Let's get it.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider. This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
stage. Third stage.
Is the greatest moment of my life.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
Let's go! Let's go!
On my way, Joe. What I can do. I'll be better, so what I must do. Eating that long to sleep. No time to be weak. I'm in too deep. Yeah, this skyscraper zoo can be good down and make zoo. Get back up and move. Yeah, move, yeah, move. Get back in the groove. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, move. It's all right. Baby, don't.
Second stage.
Yeah, I don't know. Business is business, you know. Get back up, get back up.
Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
Move. Get back in the groove. Business is so pleasure. Well, business is always a pleasure. Bones, fill the lands on that road, going to the wild. We're so nothing's wrong. Solid ground. Bringing up me. We're so I feel so don't cry. Bringing up.
Let's go! Let's go!
I remember sitting back praying for those better days. Had to get up off my ass and make my own way. Hating man and out the huddle, hell yeah, I'm changing plays. U.S. government calling me a crypto renegade. Money don't stop when you're moving on the blockchain. If you can't keep up, you better invest in some octane. Cycling is global, who really gonna stop me? The SEC in court getting their ass beat like Rocky. Better wake up and start sleeping on his new wealth. Use 1,000 XP to buy his brand new Gucci belt. Hellcat speeding, nickname demon. When the recession hit, GZX is what they fiending. I only date Spanish women cause they call me Poppy. All this golden crypto got me feeling like Rapasaki. Trump told me get him, all I said was copy. I heard a loud boom, but I didn't see the body. Blockchain wealth, man, y'all asses better wake up. New world order in town, things are shaking up. Don't sell your crypto bags cause they're getting ate up. Riding crypto rocket ships with vibe to the haters.
I'll never be broken, I live by that code. After the shakeout, you know
This
we
is
gon' blow.
the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
I can see through the lies, I ain't sleeping no more digits. 1% wealth getting bigger, the bigger picture. And if you go against the agenda, then you getting censored. And if you sheeping and sleeping, then I don't deal with you. Local reset coming, most people don't even know it. Let's get it. They trying to act civil, but they bags a little. Trying to send that crypto, don't forget the memo. Moving money quicker, XRP the ticker. California city slicker, gotta paint the picture. Look, we know what's up. The system is so corrupt. We stuck, but I'm a stunt when these bags start blowing up. To the crypto making bread, cause the dollar's dead. Ask the Fed, don't get misled on them Twitter threads. Better days is on the way, a slight delay. We gon' be straight. This work the way. They trying to confiscate your bag, so don't hesitate. Trying to happen bank runs, rushing with the big guns. All about the vision. Fight and conquer its own. It's time to begin the journey of a lifetime. Blockchain and crypto is that lifeline. I was in that right place, right time. Whole community full of like minds. Watching markets fall like Biden when he bike rides. Money don't make money. That's probably why they hating on me. But for the content, they waiting on me. Tell the big homie, shout out the crypto army. Things was getting started.
1,000 combos!
Be broken, I live by that code. After the shakeout, you know we gon' blow. Open your eyes, hope you enjoy the show. I can see through the lies, I ain't sleeping no more digits. 1% wealth getting bigger, the bigger picture. And if you go against the agenda, then you getting censored. And if you sheeping and sleeping, then I don't deal with you. Local reset coming, most people don't even know
Ursus play.
Kick back like the moments we done had. I came through reminiscing about the past, but it's hard to resist like a drug. You just want it bad, it's hard to resist love, cause I always relapse. But it's different because we both different. I guess we've grown up. I have some scars from the past I have to own up. I'm glad you showed up. We're a long way from the bottom, so let's just go up. There's no rush, but we gotta keep it moving. What's the hold up? Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. Love isn't the same as what the TV showed us. Experiencing it for myself to get the true meaning. I haven't felt it all, it's just only the beginning. You gotta let go in order to feel it. You gotta open your mind in order to see it. And you gotta open your eyes to realize that you were dreaming. Gotta keep it moving, girl, so what's the hold up? Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. Love isn't the same as what the TV showed us. Experiencing it for myself to get the true meaning. You gotta keep it moving, girl, so what's the hold up? Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. Love isn't the same as what the TV showed us. Experiencing it for myself to get the true meaning.
Take it back to the good old days when we were just kids, always dirty in the face, always ran around like our life is just a race. Now I'm grown up, always moving at my pace. Hardly stay at home, you will catch me at my place. When I got a problem, I will say it to your face. And then I roll a joint and then I take it to space. Someone other things and you can see it in the face. Is that the type of shit your mother really raised? Someone super broke, I act like they're super paid. People faking, acting like they give a damn. I don't need approval cause I really am the man. Everything I face made me become a better man. Always you, but you don't ever wanna see me mad. Life is what you make it, better leave it to your man. Never know.
Let's go!
Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. Love isn't the same as what the TV showed us. Experiencing it for myself to get the true meaning. Gotta keep it moving, girl, so what's the hold up? Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. Love isn't the same as what the TV showed us. Experiencing it for myself to get the true meaning. Love isn't the same as what our parents told us. I haven't felt it all, it's just only the beginning. You gotta let go in order to feel it. You gotta open your mind in order to see it. And you gotta open your eyes to realize that you were dreaming.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
We're back from that music break. So we getting to know Serena. So Serena, could you tell me what are some music artists that inspired you growing up though?
Growing up has changed, I guess, over time. Who inspires me? But I don't know if you know this, but I was in a commercial with Mariah Carey when I was little.
Oh,
Yeah. You can probably play that. I'll give you the link.
okay, for sure.
Yeah, I was in a commercial with her. I was adopted, and before I was adopted, I was in foster care. So I don't know how me and my sister got picked to be in this commercial, but we were picked, and the commercial was to help other kids, find homes and get adopted, and I was one of them. And yeah, I did a commercial sitting on Mariah Carey's lap, and she's like, "Oh, adopt Serena." So I think instantly there was a moment of like inspiration. This is like, here's a musician. This was during her Butterfly album, which is like the biggest album she's ever had, I think, in her career. Yeah, it's crazy because I was in foster care and I would watch MTV. I had access to a TV, and it was just like blew my mind that I saw her on TV, and here she is as like in person, and I'm coming from like not the greatest environment, so to see that happen in real time was very eye-opening for me as a child. And then getting adopted, it almost feels like magic, like wow, like life really turned around in such a like 360 180, I'm sorry. And yeah, she inspired me, and I didn't know I can sing either. So I think that experience was really eye-opening for me, and yeah, it will always inspire me forever. I mean, she's not just a musician, she's almost like a legend in like pop music. So it's
She
like,
definitely is. She definitely is a legend for sure.
yeah, so it's like, wow, like here I am sitting on a legend's lap, like, So of course, I mean, that will always inspire me.
For sure. Awesome. So other thing is we're speaking about consistency. So do you think an artist can make it in the industry without being consistent?
I think so, to be honest. I mean, obviously everything takes consistency, but there are people that have the funds that, they don't have to be consistent, but they can have a budget and make a song pop, like, and go viral. I mean, and they haven't been a musician their whole life, or hasn't been their dream. So I think it is possible, to be honest. I think money talks sometimes, So yeah, I think it is possible to.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know if that will make them like a legend or like a musician their whole life, but I think it is possible to go viral or get your song heard in front of a big audience, So yeah.
That's true, because there's a whole lot of people who are doing that in this current age, especially the social media. It's easy for people to get, in the forefront and become, big by paying their way there. And the consistency is needed. You definitely need to be consistent, because then you have all that history behind you that you people can look back on and see that, okay, you were really working on things. Industry plants, that's what they are, basically getting paid, paying people to put their music out there. They don't really have all that history and the back, all that catalog that they worked on, the consistency to prove that they were while into lost in the industry. So yeah, it is true. A lot of people can make it, but it won't last. Like you said, it won't last as long. So that's definitely true. One last question before we get into our next segment is, what is something you learned earlier on in your career that made you a better artist?
I think it's important to learn production. Learning that has helped me become a better artist. Even, being in an orchestra or learning like the fundamentals, not just because, I want to be considered a producer, but it would be, I think, a plus to know what's being made, how it's being made. I think that can make you a better artist, is learning that, like learning the base, like learning the logistics, or like what it takes to make a song, produce a song, write a song. So yeah, I think learning those things has made me a better artist, or has made me the artist I am today. Because if I didn't have that, I don't think I would have as much depth in my music, So,
it's true.
I mean, for me personally, but I think that, and then what's made me a better artist is also traveling. I love to travel, so I'm able to get a lot of influence from different things, get inspired, or just, I'm in Dubai at the moment, and I mean, there's so many amazing instruments that the Arabics use to create some sounds, So it's just like things like that. I don't know if you've heard some of my songs, but they have a little bit of like Oriental in it. So yeah, just pulling things from different cultures. So I think traveling has made me a better artist, to be honest.
I definitely think, and I advocate for this quite a bit, is that artists should start, producing for themselves. Whether it's getting a bedroom studio and starting with simple stuff, it's the best way for you to grow as an artist, So I definitely advocate for that, and I'm glad you're also someone who advocates for that. It definitely is a good way for you to, learn what your style is and get to that point of knowing what your sound is too, it's really important. So shout out to you for that one. It's definitely a key thing that an artist should do. So let's get into the next segment. One of the last segments is overrated, underrated. Are you ready?
Yes.
Life ain't really
Let's
tragic,
go.
cause life is really magic. It's full of a lot of tricks, like a hat loaded with rabbits. You always get a chance, so you gotta go out and grab it.
Okay. So for those who don't know what overrated and underrated is, so I'll guess some topics and they'll tell me if they think it's overrated or underrated. So for those who are in the chat, you can give us your answers as well. Tell me why you think it is either underrated or why you think it is overrated. So Serena, are you ready? Let's get it. So the first one is Web3 music platforms. What are your thoughts? You think they're overrated or underrated?
I think they're underrated.
Okay, why do you think they're underrated?
Because well, first of all, a lot of them are on the blockchain, so everything is a little bit more transparent. Even, probably analytics and all of that is all accessible to the average person to get that information. And I think that's really a good thing. And yeah, I mean, there's so much Web3 has to offer. but there's so many platforms out there, so we don't know which one is going to be like the best one, but I think it has a lot of potential. So
Which platforms do you use? Well, which one do you use the most though?
I use Sound XYZ.
Hmm.
I'm not really onto too many Web3 music platforms. I don't even know all of them. But so far so good. I mean, I like the interface. It's giving me the SoundCloud vibe. So I appreciate that. I've had people, purchase my NFTs that have never purchased NFTs before. So it's a really cool introduction for some. And I think, that would be one of my favorites.
Awesome. Yeah, I think they're underrated as well. I think a lot of people should, especially artists who are in the Web2 space, who feel like they're getting played, especially with the streaming platforms now coming up with arbitrary rules, such as, you have to have a certain number of streams in order to get paid out and receive some revenue. All that kind of stuff is kind of messing with an artist, and most of them aren't receiving them what they feel like they're worth. And Web3 kind of helps you determine your worth. You can create your worth, your community creates your worth as well. So there's so much that can be done with these Web3 music platforms. I honestly haven't explored other Web3 platforms because I'm part of a team that's building a platform that's trying to change or revolutionize, the way musicians, get paid out and create value for themselves. So, as an artist myself, I would like to explore more, but at the moment, I'm just currently, just staying on the one that I'm currently building with my team. So, but overall, I do think it is something that is definitely underrated. Web3 music platforms are definitely underrated. The next topic, blockchain conventions. What is your thoughts on that? Do you think they're overrated or underrated?
I've been to so many. I don't know.
How's your experience? How was your experience in the conventions?
Some is good, but it's like out of all the ones I've gone to, I mean, haven't gotten much out of it. Like, to be honest, like I don't have like a whoa, like this changed my life. Like, no, like yeah, I mean, you can meet people, but I don't know. For me personally, it's not a big deal. I guess as big of it hasn't really like blown my mind or something like that. So I think they're kind of overrated. And a lot of times, a lot of these blockchain like summits and all this stuff is like heavily funded, and then they just dip. Like, so, yeah. So I think it's overrated. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yep, there you are.
Okay, cool. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait, I
So
can.
I was saying, yeah, it's true. It's definitely true. Okay, cool. They are definitely overrated. I agree as well, because they're definitely for the newcomers, and just for them to learn more about it. They're the ones who will get that wow factor and like feel inspired to get into the blockchain. But for us who already know what's going on, we know that okay, we're fairly new, and there's still some new things that are yet to come, and it's definitely gonna take time for the people, the masses to jump in. So I also think it's overrated. I think it's overrated, definitely like over the top. It's low key a money making scheme in a way, but it's educational though at the same time. If you are a newcomer, that's my take.
Yeah.
Final topic is music roles in personality, or personal identity. So with this one, it's more so like, having music help you find your identity as a person growing up, as a child, or even, as a grown up, you finding who you are through, listening to music in some ways, and helping you find out, uh, you know, your personality. What's your thoughts on that?
On other people's music?
Yeah, other people's music. This is just a general, thing. So,
I think also like I've thought about it too because I listen to so much music. I'm a DJ as well, so I download so many songs. But I think there's a negativity to that, a negative aspect to that too, because I've listened to so much music, which is good. I can get inspiration, but also I think it also blocks me from my own sound sometimes, just listening to constantly everyone else's sounds. So I don't think it's actually, I think it's overrated because if I didn't listen to any music every day and there was more silence, I think I'd be able to get really in touch with myself and create something probably I've never heard before. you know? So yeah, I wish I didn't listen to as much music, to be honest, because then I would have more of uniqueness to my own sound. It's too much influence, and it's just like social media when you have like all these things that you're seeing all the time. Like it really is noise. That's all it is.
That's true. That's true. Now, the way you put it kind of makes me reconsider what my thoughts are, because there is like, it is a balancing act. You need to have like a real balance, and like now I do think it's somewhat. I would say I'm borderline now. I think it's like overrated and underrated in the sense that when you're growing up, when you listen to music or listen to artists, you do kind of get some you relate to some of the words they say in some ways,
Yeah.
as well as like, okay, this is somewhat how I'm feeling at this moment. It helps you, express yourself, but at the same time, you now have this false identity crisis as well, because you now feel like, okay, I want to be like this person. And it also correlates to the whole social media thing. You're seeing all these influences and you feel like you want to be like one of these influences. So it's a balancing act, like you said. If you weren't to listen to a lot of music, you'd find yourself, and that's what we need to do in a world full of noise. We need to be silent, and we tend to try get silence by listening to a lot more noise. And some people are scared to be in silence. It
Yeah.
scares them. So it's something that people need to learn a lot. Get in tune with themselves, definitely.
Yeah, I would say I'm in the middle too. Um, when you look at legends and stuff like that, a lot of them like they're really like unique. That's what makes them unique. They have their own
Mhm.
thing going on. So if for
Definitely.
me as a person that loves music, I'll look at an artist and try something like they did. Or I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like it's gonna take me longer to find my sound the more I try to latch on to all these other artists.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
yeah. But I'm in the middle too because I see the benefits of that. Like you can look at The Weeknd, right? He's the number one artist right now in the world on Spotify. Uh, but his influences are obviously like Michael Jackson. Like you can sense a little bit of some things in his taste, uh, but nobody really sounds like him either. So yeah, but there are artists that try to sound like him, so it's like,
Yeah.
You don't want to be that artist that sounds like everybody else. Like sounds like
That's
someone.
true.
Yeah.
Definitely. Appreciate you. That was the overrated, underrated segment. I do have quite a few questions, last two questions for you. One is, what's your definition of success? What do you define as success to you?
Yeah, success is different for everyone. But for me, success is doing something you're really passionate about and pursuing that. Like, to me, I may not be like a millionaire, or I may not be like top 100 on Spotify, but I feel successful because I'm doing music full time. So, I mean, like, I feel like I made it to some level. You know what I mean? Like, this is something I always dreamed of. I didn't think it was possible, but here I am. I'm doing music full time. So, to me, that success is being able to do something that you love, you know, even though maybe it's not, paying everything, but there's people that I wish they can do that. So I think, to me, that's part of success. Success also for me is freedom. Doesn't necessarily have to be just one type of freedom. There's creative freedom, financial freedom, spiritual freedom, mental freedom. So all of the above is something that is successful to me. And I think it's possible to reach financial success, creative success, creative freedom. So yeah, I think freedom in all ways is success.
Definitely, yeah, and I agree with you. It's more so when you not really tied down or feel like you have to follow a certain structure of the world. You're not really into the worldly things. It's you following your successes as well. It's more important for you to be happy with where you are, and like you did mention Eckhart Tolle, just living in the moment, living in the now. That's definitely a way to be successful, and not being focused on the mental, physical, spiritual slavery that we're tied into with this whole rat race, that
Yeah.
everybody's living in. So shout out to you for that one. That's really beautiful. Last question is, what's next for Serena Ellis, and where can people find you?
Yeah, so what's next for me right now? Well, pretty much performing all the time, but I have a couple of songs. I don't know which one I want to put out. But whatever I decide to put out, I want to create a music video using AI, and that's really my main focus, is building my AI persona presence. I've done the metaverse stuff, but I'm enjoying AI a lot more, and yeah, just making music and putting content out there is what's next for me. And yeah, just continue performing, and I hope to reach a point where I'm making money full time. Like, yeah, I'm a performer, but I would love to make money, or make enough money offline, like online, as well as in real life. Like, I would like to have that. Like, I have that royalties coming in where I am, okay as an artist. Like, that would be really awesome. So that's what I hope for. That's what I'm aiming towards. Um, and as far as where people could find me, Twitter, I'm pretty active on Twitter. Instagram, kinda. I'm gonna take a little bit of a backseat on Instagram because it's honestly not that beneficial for me on an Instagram. Like, my turnover on Instagram to customers is very low. You know what I mean? So I don't get, like, people view stories, but they barely click shit. Like, I'm just like, they're a bunch of like dead fish watching your stories. Like, I just don't see the benefits on posting on Instagram as much.
Yeah.
But YouTube, I hope they can subscribe to my YouTube. I have a website coming out next week. I'm building a brand new website, and then I have a WhatsApp channel as well. So they can find me on Twitter or X or WhatsApp.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Serena. It was great to have you on the show. Hope to see you again and hear more from you. I'm gonna be playing one last song from you called New Era. Would you like to, give us a breakdown on that song and how that song came about?
Yeah. Well, you obviously know that. I hope I'm saying the name right. Axels or Angels?
So it's Angels, yeah. Angel NFT. Shout out to Angel NFT though. Like they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing for sure.
Yeah, no, I was really, it was really cool to connect with the community because they gave me a bunch of like songs that I can hop on, and I hopped on, I think 1 or 2 songs. But yeah, the song did pretty well. Like I got, well, it's not like a ton, but 1,000 views, about 1,100 views on YouTube on the music video. Yeah, I made a sweater with New Era, so I literally, when I perform every night, I sing the song. So like I really try to put the song out there. And yeah, I made the song when I was in Dubai. It's talking about chasing your dreams and not listening to the noise, continue doing what you're passionate about, and a little bit about my personality and how I'm very much of a risk taker. So yeah, that's what the song's about, and I hope it inspires others.
Awesome. We're gonna be playing New Era by Serena Elis. It's the end of the Wake and Bake Vibes. We're gonna get into a music break and let's get it.
This is a Wake and Bake Vibe exclusive. That's that.
I'm on a mission, gotta make it happen. My dreams are big, but I won't stop until it happens. I'm gonna grind, gotta hustle, gotta flow, I can't stop it until my goals are intel. I'm like a lioness, hunting for my prey, I won't give up. I'm gonna grind every day like a soldier with my truck. I won't let anyone tell me what it means. I'm like a phoenix, rising from the ashes. In my dream, I won't let anyone bring me down. I keep smashing like a rocket, blasting off in space. Yeah, I can't stop it like a marathon runner, pacing, going for the distance. Got a hard head, strong, stubborn. Yeah, I'm real persistent. Like Ross, I dream big things, sharp, making music, making fine art. I struggle through all the dark times, searching for them bright lights, aiming for that high life, craving for that good life. Yeah, it's fucking my time. It's fucking my time. Today, my eyes look up to the sky. No limits reaching high. My dreams are taking flight in the future, like cars driving sky. With every step I take, I trust in all my faith, my destiny away.
This is the Wake and Bake Vibes with Killer Strider.
Tell me what we got to lose. We made it this far. Paying no mind to fear, cause that's who we are. But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't know why. Ooh, I'm so high. If we won't touch the ground, you got me. We carry our weight in gold. We waited in line for the thrill, for the love, for the lights. I should feel fine. Let's go! But tell me when we come down, I got to know. When it's all said and done, where do we go? You got me so high. I wish I could go back to my old life. No, it feels like home and I don't know why. Oh, I'm so high. If we won't touch the ground, you got me.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes.
Third stage. 100 combos.
This is a Wake and Bake Vibe exclusive.
You are now listening to the Wake and Bake Vibes every Thursday. Come join us and catch some vibes. Spot one.
Some people say I'm a superhero. Well, I'm just some man in town. My power ranges from 100 to 0. And I'm all down and out. Some people look and they shout, what's this guy all about? Strange as you come, no kind of pain, bring no shame like that. In other words, people look and they shout, what's this guy all about? And I looked in the mirror. talk about charisma built on this pillow. I'm thankful for all in all. Bad decisions as well. Good will always rebel. Strange is a girl who can't fade, bring no shame like fire. In the woods, look and they shout. What's this guy all about?
Third stage.
Hey yo, that's my jam. Turn it up.
El dinero es una cifra y suman muertos como números. Casas por el tejado para no acabar las húmedos. Las fiestas de los ricos son pagadas por estúpidos. Hipotecan su vida por solo sueños lúcidos. La pena no tocó mi puerta cuando vino. Perdiendo tino en las cantinas me pongo fino. Contestaciones malas por placeros y patino. Test rápidos de ética en las viñetas de Kino. Hay tiros que entran dentro, mi equipo se queda fuera. Estar en producción sin haber hecho las pruebas. Este asfalto de caso como la derecha nueva. Si ya ni con verdades mandas troles a sus cuevas. Nos movemos por inercia si hace falta por dinero. No han puesto ni la mesa, esperan el pastel entero. Creí que en su encierro todos barren pa' su credo. Obradores de milagros ponen alas a sus cerdos. Sacos de billetes no es cultura hacerles caso. Están monetizando filosofías de fracaso. Yo cambio de colores, semáforos pide paso. Soy una persona seca que convive con un ganso. Cristos que preparo, profetas en todos lados. Al final siempre paga el último que se ha excusado. Trabajo suspirando para el gremio de cansados, viviendo sin saber a dónde ir ni qué ha pasado. Los límites de la realidad como el Twilight no esperan tu cariño y la pasta de tu like. Quieren las 99 muertes del Fortnite, quitarse de un problema, ver tranquilos el late night. Rapeando en 4K sobre una tarjeta Nvidia. Siempre se jode algo, pido estar tranquilo un día. La suerte está echada, despertar la culpa mía. No sé qué coño miran, les pongo a vendimiar.
Listen, diamonds biting like frostbite, missing the pips, but be glad it's night. Fully loaded sedan, two-tone off-white, lift, kit, stick, shift, Xeon fog lights. Drop the top, I just might get a tan. Switch gears, now it's flying like Peter Pan. Just gave Rose to an Ann, so who need a Dan? Cause she a 5-star like CD Lamb. On I-10 with the gold Dayton rims, going to Houston like Jeremy Lin. Color my car, same color. I sprayed the brakes in a 5.0. Ain't talking earthquakes. You thought it was a rap. I left and came back. Surprised, still the best lyricist on the app. Took a break to get closer with my supplier. I had a good year, like the tire. Steering wheel, wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock. Steering wheel, wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock.
My shit too clean, I gotta turn the corner slow. It ain't no jeans up on my seat. Watch how the fuck you shut my door. I'm feeling up at Amoco. I pull my shit right next to bro. My seats is black, white, and honey, looking like a calico. Nah, check the halo. They got my tires froze. Look how the sun make it so pretty when I roll slow. He like a master ace, and I was born to roll. I got the woofers, ain't no barking like your old hoe. This for real G's. I got the code though. I make these bitches hot, cause I'm a cold hoe. So you the martyr, huh? I'm watching Martyrdom. Candy paint killed them all, left them in the catacombs. You like the battle, huh? Go get your battle on. This ain't no driver's seat. This a mobile throne. Where the street hear me. Everything chrome. I put this face up in your face and you gon' phone home.
Steering wheel, wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock. Steering wheel, wood grain with dice locks. I'm like Lamont, cause I'm with a red fox. Subwoofers inside the matchbox, like Fred and Wilma. We gonna make the bed rock.
Very interesting. I see your hobbies are drinking, smoking weed, and all types of ill shit. Do you drive an automobile?
With or without the boot?
Doesn't matter. Well, congratulations. You got yourself a job.
Let's go! Let's go! I'm back again.
Well, I've had enough. It ends here.